other conservatives who want to audit the Federal Reserve and make some significant changes at the very least are on the right track.
Very good. Well, that's William Wagner here with the former mayor of Fresno.
To change the political paradigm in America, and we're going to bypass the middlemen as well. We don't need parties, and we don't need special interest groups. We're going to let you, the people, choose your representative without parties and without money, and it works like this. Once we get to 500,000 members, we're going to randomly sort all of the participants into pools of 10, and each pool of 10 is going to sit down on a Saturday morning and choose the two among themselves. They'll look at their answers to the questions, they'll consider their willingness and interest in serving, communication skills, personality, whatever you want to consider. Each one of you will sit down with 9 others, and you will choose 2 people. And those 2 people, and that process will repeat. Fortunately, one person rises to the top of the system in each of the 435 districts, and that becomes your go candidate. The only other problem that's left solved is the money. How do we get the money out of politics? All my life, I've been blessed to work in the right place at the right time. So when we started this system, we've told everybody we do not want or need money. My wife and I will fund this until we get to 500,000 members. And once we're there, then we'll ask each of the 500,000 of you that choose to participate to make a $100 donation. We will pool that money, and we'll have somewhere between $25 and $50 million, and we'll initiate a national advertising campaign that goes like this. America, we can continue to vote for clear politicians, better than we've always done, and with the exact same results we've always seen. Albert Einstein, the exact same results we've always seen. Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity was doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. However, you can vote for the Go candidate, and think about this. He or she's documented their position on every key issue of the day. They've been chosen by their peers. They're not affiliated with any party. They've not accepted a penny from any special interest. They're willing to go to Washington and serve you for 2 years. And we send 435 men and women to Washington under those guidelines, with those rules. They will vote like you just did on those 300 others, and we will immediately begin to return control of our government to the people and dismantle this large and massive federal government. Now that seems most people, it takes a little while to sink in, and I encourage everybody to go to our site, go.com, and read more. I started them a little over 2 years ago. We've had 1.25 million people to the website. We have 70,000 active members. We have 150,000 watchers, people that come to the site on a regular basis. We're receiving endorsements from major groups all around the country. Just this last week, the Constitution Party endorsed Go. We're hoping that other groups will continue to do the same. Folks, we have a way, we have it in our power to rally the people together and not try to go rally the people together and not try to go in an individual race there, because if we just send 1 or 2 or 10 or 20 people, nothing will change. Remember, the Republicans were in complete control. Now let me ask you this. Project out for a minute 5 or 6 years. You're sitting on the back porch, the year's 2016 or so. You're sitting there with your kids or your grandkids. What is the state of our country going to be? If we continue to do things exactly like we've done, and we just swap back and forth from the Republicans to the Democrats and back, what's our deficit going to be? What's going to have happen to our borders? Will 30% of our kids continue to fail to graduate? Absolutely will change. We all know it. We want it to. We say, well, I just want to stop the administration now and put these other groups in power, but the other groups have been in power. Do something differently. I'm absolutely convinced that 100 years from now, the history books are going to tell revolution. I quit my job, abandoned my career. My wife and I are spending everything we own to make this happen, because I believe this is my purpose in life. I believe I've been called to do this. And my hope, my reason for being here, my reason for being here and traveling the country, as I'm hoping some number of you, one of you or every one of you or every somewhere in between, right here, we hear that exact same call that I've heard. And I don't know if it's your God, I don't know if it's just the legacy that you want to leave behind. Being called. We cannot keep doing what we've been doing. We have a very simple way to retake control of our government, and all we need you to do to join us. Now think how easy it is to join. Go to our website, thisgo.com, enter your email address, and you're in. We need to get to 500,000 members, and once we we get to 500,000 members, do you want to put money in or not? But we'll have a large and massive base of people to affect this plan. Now, as I've said, we do not want to need money. We have all the money to send money in. We've collected so much money. In fact, we're going to start advertising on national purely by word of mouth.